Bam! I'm Emerald Lagasse. Well, I'm kind of like the Daisy Lagasse, but you get the point. So welcome to the second episode of Astrology Foods. And today we're going to tackle the 8th sign of the zodiac, Scorpios. Okay? And if you have a moon in Scorpio, sun in Scorpio, or ascendant Scorpio, this applies to you as well. And pretty much if you love fish curry, this applies to you as well. Okay, so why Scorpio and why fish? Because Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac. It's controlled by Mars. Mars loves non-veg food, okay? But Scorpio is the 8th sign. It's about underwater things. It's about under the ground things. And it represents depth, okay? So depth of the sea, because Scorpio is a water sign, okay? So Scorpio, these special species, I'm a Scorpio, okay? We like to do things out of the norm. We like to separate ourselves with majority of the everyday society. So when it comes to food, we like to try, the exotic foods. We like to try things that are not normally cooked in the household every day. And we love that. So fish curry in an Indian household is not an everyday thing unless you live in Goa or South. But, like if you go to northern India and stuff, majority of the time you're either eating rice and beans and your broccolis and all your spinach and all these things, and you're eating lamb curry, you're eating chicken curry, you're eating tandoori chicken. Okay, my mouth is getting watery. Okay, so fish is more like a 3 or 4 times a year type of occurrence, if that. I remember in our household we probably ate fish once a year when I was in India as a kid, but since this is, kind of like exotic specialty in normal Indian households, Scorpios are attracted to seafoods. They're attracted to, lobster and shrimp and lobster tail and mussel and eel. I love eel. Whenever I go to these Korean or Japanese restaurants, they have, rice and eel. Oh man, that is good. Okay, enough about my fantasies of foods. So let's get started with fish curry. Oh, and a quick note to my vegan fellow buddies, friends. Don't worry, I'm going to be making a lot of vegan dishes. Okay, this is just a start. It's just, I'm just bringing out my favorite dishes. The first 3 episodes happen to be non-veg. But don't worry, I'm going to get to the vegan food as well because I love some of the vegan food. It's amazing. So don't worry, I'm just going to please everybody here, just one love. Okay guys, so to start with, you're going to need fish. You can use, I use sole, okay, sole or talipa. Usually this is made for catfish. You can use catfish as well, but I don't like to use catfish because it's really tasteless, catfish. So I use fish that actually has that fish taste, that fish smell. So sole is a perfect fish for this, or talipa, and just cut them up in small pieces. And then what you're going to do, you're going to put vinegar in it. Because what vinegar is going to do is going to absorb all the water from within the fish. So leave it there for 10-15 minutes. In the meantime, you're going to be preparing your masala, the ingredients for the fish curry foundation. So 1 onion, 3 cloves of garlic. You're just going to cut them up in small pieces and put them in the mixing bowl because you're going to be putting this through a mixer. So just like that. And then you're going to take coriander powder, 2 spoons of coriander powder, and put it in there. You're going to use probably 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Okay, this is not going to make it hot. It's just chili powder. It's going to get blended. So don't worry about it. It's not really hot. You're going to use turmeric powder. 1 spoon of turmeric powder. That's it. Okay, and then what we're going to do with methi seeds is we're going to use them for the oil. Okay, we're going to give our olive oil some taste. So warm that up, at low, medium gas. Oh, see, there's our dog. He's waiting near the kitchen. Every time we cook non-veg, he comes to the kitchen. So yeah, take these methi seeds, put olive oil into a hot pan, because you're going to use these seeds to give oil a taste. That's it. We're going to take these seeds out later on. So, low, medium gas, take these seeds, the methi seeds, and just let them simmer in oil. They're just for taste. We're not going to use them to make a fish curry. So here's your masala, that you put together, and just mix it up really well until it's probably liquidy. And once it's once you know that it's really liquidy, just take it out, and while your pan is being warmed up with the seeds, you see the oil is now getting that taste. So once after 5-10 minutes of oil warming up, take the seeds out, because we don't need them anymore. We're just using the seeds to give the oil a certain taste, which a lot of restaurants do not use. This is the small tricks that make the real Indian curries, and you're learning that today. So take the masalas, just throw it in there. Look at that. Look how it's simmering there. Oh, that is lovely. Oh, I can smell it. Just use water, just wash all the masalas off from your thing. No worries, because you're going to use more water anyway. Now we're going to marinate our fish, because we're going to fry this fish before we put it in the curry. So use turmeric powder, use a little bit of salt, not too much, 1/4 of salt, and use vinegar again. Okay, so we're going to put more vinegar. What this is going to do, it's going to give that, that fish an extra taste besides the curry taste. So just mix it up really well and let it sit there for 10 minutes again. You can do this part, in the very beginning before you even make the masala. Now, in the meantime, just take care, you want to turn the masala around, mix it up really well. You're going to use yogurt. Do not use tomato. Please do not use tomatoes. Use yogurt to make it sour. Use about 2-3 tablespoons of yogurt. Mix it up really well. And once it's mixed up, you're just going to, throw it into the masala itself. Just make sure that oil is separated from the masala. That's when you know the masala is done. Look at that. See how the oil is separated? That's when you know it is ready. You really got to burn that masala. Now you put the yogurt in and just mix it up. Once that oil separates, you put the yogurt in, mix it up. Look at that. Usually most people use tomatoes. I've spoken to in the restaurant, they use tomatoes to make it curry sour, but you gotta use yogurt. So turn it up. You really want to get that thing warmed up. And in the meantime, you're gonna wash that marinated fish. Okay, you're gonna wash it out. You're not gonna use that to fry it. You're gonna wash it out. And once you wash it out, you're gonna again, put some more masalas in there. Look at that. He is just smelling it. He's smelling the food. Every time we cook non-veggies in the kitchen. So now you're gonna fry the fish. You're going to let this oil, warm up for a little bit. And while this is warming up, we're gonna just marinate the fish a little bit this time. And you're gonna use dried mango powder. It's called amchur, okay, or katai. What this does, this makes the fish not separate when you fry it, okay? Because fish gets separated when you're frying it. So to keep it intact, you use this powder. Very important. And then a little bit of, chili powder, and then salt, a little bit of salt. So this is the third procedure. That now we're gonna mix this up, and now we're gonna fry it. Okay, just fry it up really well. And once they are fried, that's when you're gonna put them in the actual curry. So, and your masala can be, be cooking at the same time you're frying the fish. So you're not wasting any time. Oh, look at that. He is smelling, he's on the counter. He can smell that now. He's really smelling that fish. You see, he goes nuts. So put 2 glasses of water. You're gonna, depending upon how thick or liquidy you want, average is, 2 glasses. Put salt in the curry, obviously, because the curry needs salt as well, besides the fish. So you see the 2 glasses were used. You can use 1.5, let it warm up for 10-15 minutes. And once it's really cooked, that's when you put the fish in. And once you put the fish in, you're only going to cook it for 5 minutes. That's it. 5-10 minutes max. And that's it. That's your fish curry right there. Do not cook it for more than 20 minutes at all, or 15 minutes. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is your fish curry. Hey, so I hope you loved that fish curry. And if you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe above because more of these stuff coming soon, including other astrological, astronomical, and alien information. And if you want to know more about myths and misconceptions of astrology, definitely check out my link below. All right, bam! What? What are you still doing here? Oh, wait, I'm sorry.